Hey all, we've got the 700xx apart again. As usual, failed water pump today. No big deal. We were still getting cooling, etc., etc. What are the signs of a failed water pump on a 700xx? Looking through the service manual, there's not really much. I personally have not come across a video talking about this before. And in fact, the service manual is contradictory to reality in some cases. So we have our old water pump here, and my cooling system was still working. I was not overheating, didn't have any issues with that. What my issue was initially I was leaking oil, and then I was leaking a little bit of oil and a little bit of coolant, and now I'm mostly leaking coolant and a little bit of oil, but it's much more coolant than oil. So you think, okay, we'll do the seals over. So I redid this seal as well as this seal on the back, and I guess the other seal as well that goes on here, although I guess that stayed on the motor. And I didn't have a breather tube on it, so I put a breather tube on it. None of that stopped the leaking. I even tried putting a bulkier O-ring up here. This is the coolant passage going into the top end of the motor. That didn't do anything. Still getting the same leaking. So I did look at the service manual, and it says that you should replace the bearings and the mechanical seal inside here, basically, if the impeller does not turn smoothly. And I was like, that's kind of smooth. And you probably can't really tell. There's a lot of friction there for sure. But it's not like, it is a little bit grindy. But it's not terrible. It's not like lumpy, but it's not great. But I didn't have anything to compare it to. So the service manual says replace bearings and mechanical seal. You can't do that. You can't go online and, at least from what I found, buy a rebuild kit for this. They just sell the whole pump, which is fine. It's $200, but you know, for what it is, I don't think that's the worst price on the planet. So we have the new one in here. And you can tell it's moving much smoother. It's not like free spinning by any means, but it moves substantially smoother than this other one. I'm using a lot more force. So we had a failed water pump. The new ones come with 2 of the 3 seals. They don't come with this top seal for some reason. But basically, if you're wondering, is my water pump bad? Is it not bad? My experience was a little bit of oil, water and oil, mostly water and a little bit of oil. Because this does obviously interface with the motor right here. This bolts on or kind of slots into the counter shaft. Not the counter shaft, the counterbalancer. So it will leak a little bit of oil. If that seal is no good there. So I thought this would be a good tidbit of information because these machines are all getting old. I'm imagining anybody who's been riding one for a while has either already run into this problem or will be running into this problem pretty soon, because I just don't think that the water pump on an ATV is going to ever last 20 years. And these machines are not far from the 20-year mark. So good luck out there, guys.